No collapse. Well done. And we, dickhead. And we are back again. I need to stop that. I need to stop.
No, we're not
that now.
monetized yet. You're fine.
All right, cool. You still a
I'll
dickhead,
tell you when
then.
we are.
Right, we are back again with another episode. Is it Seth? No, this is not our first recording since SummerSlam. No, another decent week for wrestling. Some news and everything to come up. But yeah, we are back. How we doing, fellas?
I'm tired. I'm tired today.
Ted's done one fucking late. Do you know what I mean?
I have.
Ted. Tell the people on YouTube why you're tired today, mate.
Because
he's moist.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Grim guy.
Got it in.
Because...
Sorry, go on.
So it's because the fellas are now live reacting to Raw and SmackDown when it's a big episode. For now, as I say, it might stop in the future if it starts quieting down. But we're going to be there every Monday and every Friday potentially with Raw and SmackDown. And yeah, you can find us over on TikTok. I did this week. I think it could be me again next week. If you see the links in the description down here. After last night, I'm used to going, it's here. But it isn't there anymore.
I'm confused. I'm going, it is below, isn't it? The socials go below.
I thought you were talking about your picture in the background. I'm like, why is he pointing at his picture in the background?
No, it's down below.
If you notice it like that, and then I'm like, hang on a minute, it might be above.
It's down here. The socials are down here. But yeah, come and give us a follow on TikTok, and you can see us like chatting the night away as he watching the live watching Raw and SmackDown. Come and give us your thoughts. Come and let you know how you feel about the show. And say it's all good fun and games. And say come and keep me awake. And say just to make sure I don't fall asleep on camera. But yeah, thank you for everyone that did pop in yesterday. Helped me out, kept me awake. Thank you, John. Matt fell asleep after an hour, so as say
I was up since 7 working.
I'm the only one that hasn't fallen asleep yet. Oh, but I went to sleep last night. But I told him that I was going to bed.
Yeah,
but, yeah, I haven't fallen asleep. But yeah, no, the guys that come and watch us on YouTube, we will be streaming a lot more just on TikTok. So I'm calling you out there, Akusi Juicy, ETC,
Heel Jack,
and stuff. Get yourselves over. Give us a follow. And jump in the chat on a Monday and a Friday for the foreseeable. Also, you can subscribe to us while you're there. There's going to be more stuff coming for subscribers only. So we'll eventually be subscriber only streams.
Stickers.
Some sick stickers right now.
We'll tell you about one of them soon because it just won't make sense to you. But we'll tell you about.
And obviously, I think there isn't. I don't think there is plans to do. If you're a sub, the game with the fellas. But obviously, because if you know us, been around for a while, we like the game. So we're going to cover not just 2K. I play a bit of Fortnite. The boys play a bit of Fortnite, bit of COD, whatever. So there will be them streams coming in the near future.
But my fucking tongue.
By the way, I'm fuming. That game that we played last night where I had the face on and I went and did shit on my own. That didn't save the recording on my so I can't get any clips from it.
What that is? Do you know that
Xbox.
Xbox.
Wow, what did you do?
I got 15 kills, didn't I? Like on my Todd.
Oh, when you had a
little paddy.
Yeah.
When you had a paddy.
Yeah, well, I went full sweat mode.
Full sweat mode. So Ted last night had a paddy because he wanted a gun and I picked it up. I didn't even want the gun. I was just taking the piss. And then I put it back down and said, you can have it. And he was already about 20 miles ahead of us. He was into the next fucking game. Like, that's how far we went. And had 15 kills. By the time we got to it, we were down to the last person, which was a bot. Got 1 kill that fucking game because of him.
But Matt, how are you, mate?
Well, nice.
You've had a good week.
I mean, I've had a good week.
You have. You Twitch. You absolutely smashed it this week.
Well, yeah. Well, I haven't. Well, I found out last night it's not even Dave that did the last 300. Yeah, no, I'm all right. Twitch popping off. Come and subscribe if you don't want ads. I'll link you to. Sorry, it's like I'm on Twitch. Link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch, and you get a free subscription. We'll do that.
What's your Twitch channel called, Matt?
It's one up, Matt89. Go and follow. Stream, and not every day. I'm having tonight off because I'm actually doing some exercise. Fuck me. And then I'll have Friday off. So I'll be streaming. I've streamed 5 days a week.
It's good going.
Come and join us. Play Fortnite. Started playing Call of Duty. Shit. Overwatch. Shit. FIFA. Star Wars is out at the end of the month, so I'm going to start playing that. And then FIFA's out, so I'll be playing that and then Call of Duty. So come and follow us. The new season of Fortnite is in 3 days, I believe. 16
3
Friday,
days.
I believe.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah, so
Friday.
I'll be streaming that on the Saturday when I finish early.
But yeah, go give
Sorry,
Matt some love over in the channel as well, over in his channel.
Appreciate that.
That's
I'm
why
trying to do it as a job, please.
Yeah, and that's why when I say the wrestling fellas will be streaming gaming on TikTok, so I'll respect for Matthew and his Twitch, because we'll keep that separate so Matt can have views if you want to watch him game more games. Hit his TikTok up, and obviously Ted will be eventually doing it. I think last night might give Ted a little bit more confidence to get back on screen and do his more. But yeah, don't forget to go and follow the TikTok page. Where you, like I say, there is going to be in the future there will be TikTok subscriber only streams. Which
there'll be a lot more stuff coming as well, won't it?
Now I know how simple it is on there. I don't mind even just jumping on playing some video games on that because that was really easy yesterday. It was hard to keep up with everybody with the gifts sometimes. That's the only thing I would say.
Working on that, mate. Working on that one. But I'm going to do some stream on there probably more during the week. Just because I play when I've got nothing else on, so I'll jump on. So you'll probably be on anyway because you play pretty much every day with me now anyway. And then we could do a crossover with One Up Matt as well. So you got both covered.
Birdie's a nice guy.
He's a lovely man.
Yeah, he's all right, I guess. He's all right. He's all right.
He's all right.
And actually, I've just realised, lads, there's something else before we crack on. All the three lads actually met up this week. We've actually seen each other in person this week because we all went to Future Shock.
It's not happening for a fucking long time.
We all went to see Chris Egan's last match. Unfortunately, say this weekend, which were amazing. And the video will be out this week.
By the way, Future Shock, if you're watching, right? If the people of Future Shock, if you are watching, there's a referee I don't agree with.
Beetlejuice.
Right? We nicknamed him Beetlejuice. He helped Leah. Is it Leah Raven? She's called.
Yes. Yeah.
Set up chairs in the ropes, but didn't help Lana Austin set up the table on the chairs. How is that justified as fair? How? It's not on. You got the job on a technicality of a legend who recommended you. You are nothing. You are a fool. Good night.
Clip that and send that to Sam there, Ted.
I will do, don't worry.
I don't know the referee's name. Beetlejuice. I called him because he looks like Beetlejuice. The other referee was great. What's his name?
Greenwood.
Greenwood?
Yeah.
Bit of a dodge name, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not cheering that name.
I can't believe you're saying that name, Ted. You're disgusting.
But
can't say what I was going to say then, can you?
No, stop. I do that sort of stuff, not you. But yeah, as Ted just said, we have had another trip to Future Shock this week. A very good event. There is a bit of a vlog coming in the near future. So keep an eye out for that. The last vlogs went over pretty well, so keep an eye out.
I will film a little bit more for September. So when I go on my Todd with Phil, so I'll make sure to film as well, just to make sure.
I'm gonna see how I feel on All In Weekend. I might catch some stuff. Probably will go live on TikTok after the event now, because it literally is a walk from my hotel to Wembley, so I'll be getting back a lot quicker. So I'll probably go live straight after the event, give my live views on the event as a whole. It won't be a long live because I will be knackered, very sweaty, but it'll be a live, so look out for that. But guys, let's get into it. Most important segment of the week. Is it now? Because
not anymore.
We're making revenue elsewhere now. Fnatic, step your game up. as you can see above, we have got an affiliation with the Euro Shop powered by Fanatics. And as we do every week, we ask the important question of the week. Second important question now of the week, because top 5 is now the most important question of the week.
I look forward to
shirts
top
you
5
wear?
so much, you know.
Same here.
I'm the worst for it, because I literally do it either while we're chatting before we come on or just before I answer your call. What shirts have we got on this week, guys?
Ted?
I'm wearing my Chris Egan shirt that I bought at the weekend. It's
Some guy.
it's really good. Hey, Denton's on. Chris Egan, leave him alone.
I actually, when you showed me the t-shirt the other day, I didn't look for Chris Egan. I looked for what was around it, and you've got like Deirdre Barlow. I can see it here now in jail.
Who's the one? Is that one of the Chuckle brothers that's on it as well?
No, so you've got Deirdre Barlow, Simply Red, Chris Egan. I can't remember his name. But I know he's a comedian. Frank something. Then we've got Man United. I'm guessing in some way. That does like Man United.
Is that Gaz Neville? When he's fucking
It looks like Gary.
It
looks like.
He's not from Denton.
Then I'm
I'll
not.
tell that.
But yeah, let's say. But yeah, it's a
That
really
one
good shirt.
underneath, that old lady, is that Catherine Ahern as what's her name?
Miss
Myrtle. Is it Myrtle?
Yeah, I think so. Might be wrong.
Before she was
Love
what's
Caroline.
her name in Royal Family? Yeah,
Love Caroline.
Rest in love
I'm
Gavin.
like
Anyway,
that.
I'm wearing head of the table, the tribal chief, the real tribal chief, who took out the bloodline by one person, which we'll talk about soon, but took out the bloodline this weekend by Solo, who ran away. Tribal chiefs don't run away solo. Sort your head out.
You're not my tribal chief.
And I've gone to represent the ones because the tribal chiefs did return on Friday and absolutely put on a show.
Aura.
It was, yeah. Excuse me. It was a show. I actually thought you'd have your new hoodie on, Matthew, that you bought from the Euro Shop.
No, because it's 23 degrees, mate. I'm fucking sweating. It's in my car still. It's in my car still. I have got the new hoodie though, the OTC hoodie. I did do a little unpackaging thing, and then I've messed it up and taken the sound off and then deleted it, so I can't do that anymore. But when it cools down a bit, then I'll show you. Next pod, I'll get it out and.
Good fits to the hoodies as well. If you're a bigger lad.
Yeah. Thank you for the extended sizes Fanatics. If you're listening,
yeah,
you must be.
Absolutely.
Starting to get extra stuff in.
If you're listening, the new Rhea Ripley shirt that's been announced on the website, on social media is taken. You please put that in the extended sizes too. I really want a Rhea Ripley t-shirt. Thank you.
And the carrying cross one, I do like the carrying cross one.
Seen that one last night. But yeah, this was bought using the link below in the descriptions. So was Matt's. Ted's wasn't, because he got it from the independent show we went to this week. But yeah, if you're going to go browse, use the link below just in case you do buy. And obviously you've got the new OTC stuff. You've got I believe that Rhea Ripley shirt will probably be on the next day or so. Anything Cody?
That one?
Rhea Bloody Ripley.
Oh, I'm buying that. That's
You've got JD's new one.
You got JD's.
It's really nice, that shirt, you know. Like
it's the Funko Pop, don't it? Anything Cody. Randy's got stuff on there. CM Punk. Drew.
Hey, and Austin Theory's got a new shirt.
And it's not just t-shirts as well. Obviously there's other merch. There's signed stuff there. There's plaques from events. So yeah, go give it a look. Whatever you buy, if you use our link to go there, we get a little cut back, and then we will eventually give it back to you guys. So yeah, keep a lookout for that. Right.
Is it the Devil You Know t-shirt, the Carrying Cross one you were talking about?
Yes.
Matt? It looks sick, that. It does look sick.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So we're gonna do a quick rundown. Should we do a quick rundown of shows first and then just talk about random shit?
Yeah,
cool. So where should we start off with last week? Starting from Dynamite?
Start with NXT again. Ted, do you want to give you a quick rundown from your NXT?
I was doing NXT. Well,
oh, Matt's doing NXT. I'll do Dynamite.
Give me a second.
Shall we do Dynamite first then, mate?
Yeah, go for it.
So Dynamite, we opened up with the AEW American Championship Eliminator, MJF versus Kyle Fletcher. A very good match. MJF won. Obviously, he beat down Kyle Fletcher at the end. Will Ospreay showing up to obviously help him out.
Good segment.
It was a good one. Obviously, Don Callis not happy about what's going on with Fletcher and Ospreay, but hey ho. Match 2 was Mariah May against Viva Van. Just a match to get Mariah May on TV a bit more, and obviously the build-up stuff with Toni Storm, because she was ringside with a mask on, or disguised with Maria Di sign up. Obviously got in there. Then a Taco Bell commercial interrupts Jack Perry promo. Darby Allin says it didn't set Perry on fire, so he didn't have an excuse to miss Wembley. Then we had Shibata versus Keith Lee from the with the learning tree.
Keith Lee. Fucking hell, he's on the show.
Squeezed him in there, mate. Like it. Brian Keith.
Not the real Keith.
No,
Keith Cheggers.
Cheggers. Yeah, the learning tree attacks Shibata after the match. Shibata won. Learning tree attacks him after the match, and the handsome devil himself, Hook, made his return. Then there was a promo from the Congo Nation wanted a rematch with Roderick Strong, Rush, and Motus, but the Hurricane in North Carolina and only Orange Cassidy was here. And Cassidy said to Renee that he found some local boys that were looking for a fight. That's led to match 4, which was OC with the returning FTR, because Cash has been injured the last few weeks, versus Roderick Strong, the Beast Mortis, and Rush. And the winners of that was OFTR, so Orange Cassidy and the FTR. The Acclaim came out and got a promo on FTR, setting up a match with them. Then Christian was here with the Patriot, setting up a match with him as a guest referee between the House of Black and the Bang Bang Club. Match 5, Camille versus Clara Carter and Jasmine Howe. Hey, I know. Clearly, that's a squash match because it's 2-on-1 to make Camille look strong. Camille won. Obviously, Mercedes Moné then came out, wants to give a shout out to the EVPs for suspending Britt. And Tony Schiavone takes the mic and announces that Tony Khan has override Britt's suspension. She shows up on the Tron. Britt Baker says that Moné isn't all in like she is, and will know that when she does get her way, takes her ball and goes home. Britt Baker is AEW for life and said that she will see Moné next week. Moné is the flavour of the weekend. See Moné at Wembley. Video package for Swerve and Danielson for All In.
Yep.
Which is going to be good. And then obviously we led into the main event, which was Jeff Jarrett against Bryan Danielson with special guest enforcer Ricky Steamboat Dragon. Can't remember him getting involved much, but Bryan Danielson won. Really, Karen Jarrett and Jay Lethal hit the ring to check on the retrospective guys. Here comes Ricky Steamboat. 2, Jarrett bleeding from one ear, and Steamboat congratulates both men. Danielson makes eye contact with Jarrett and Steamboat and raises both hands. Danielson and Jarrett hug. Whose house?
Whose house?
Swerve's house.
So Swerve says it saw 3 great legends of TBS program: Jarrett, Ricky Steamboat, and Swerve Strickland. He cut a promo on Bryan Danielson. Now my feed actually cut off before the promo even got going, so I don't know what happened that promo. I'm really sorry, and I'm not sitting here reading it because we're going to try to get through these quickly. That was the end of Dynamite. It was a decent Dynamite. Wasn't the strongest one in recent weeks, but started well, ended well. and then in between was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Matthew?
NXT was week 2 of the Great American Bash. Week 1 was quality. This week set up with opened with Trick Williams and Pete Dunne. Absolute quality match. Dunne has been attacking Trick Williams, so this was like a grudge match. Pete Dunne won. Trick went for the trick shot. Pete Dunne ducked and then hit the bitter end to pin Trick Williams, which everyone was surprised with because it's Trick on NXT. After the match, Pete Dunne was shouting that he's ready for the NXT title, but then Trick attacked him, which just turned into an all-out brawl. Good match, to be fair. Decent match. It's Pete Dunne, so you know what you're getting with Pete Dunne and Trick, to be fair. Then we had Kalani Jordan defend the North American Women's Championship against Tatum Paxley. This was probably one of the best women's matches this year with NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. It was just fucking great from start to finish. The storytelling from Paxley acting like Kalani is scared of her because the mind games that she's playing. Kalani made Tatum look main event. She looks sick in it. Jordan won, obviously retaining the title. But after the match, the crowd stood and applauded Tatum because of how well she did. The NXT title was on the line. It wasn't the main event. However, All Ego Ethan Page defended his title against Oro Mensah, who he attacked when he first came into the joint. Obviously, Ethan Page won. Beat Oro Mensah. Did more for Mensah than it did Page. It'll be known as another match that Page had during his run. It was okay. Nothing amazing, but after the match, Ethan Page shouted, "This ain't NXT, this is NX Me," and I thought that was quite a little play on words. After the win, Ethan Page told everyone he was ready for anyone and any challenges, whether it be Trick Williams, Pete Dunne, or anyone else. So we might get a triple threat match at No Mercy, which I'd be interested in. Pete Dunne, Ethan Page, Trick Williams. Juicy. Then we had Joe Hendry, who faced Joe Coffey. Now, it looks like Joe Hendry is going to be staying around a while. And TNA have made a deal with him where he can use their facilities. He can show up on WWE, show up in TNA. He's also now showing up on different independent shows. So he looks like he's taking anything he can get to get out there. Fair play to him. Yeah. He's even got Booker T singing his song. And Booker hated him at one point. Obviously, all fucking storyline shit, but they're acting like he's turned Booker around kind of thing. Joe Hendry beat Joe Coffey, as we all expect. Gallus just don't get anything on NXT. They just need to either go and attack people in TNA and do something in TNA, or go to the main roster on SmackDown. Because I think they'll get lost on Raw with American Made there now.
Oh, I'm saying that lining with Drew.
We've been saying it for ages. It'd work back at the Clash at the Castle. I don't think it'd do anything now.
I think it does some good.
It's just Punk and Drew now. It's no one else involved, is there?
No, I'm saying I'd say when that finishes.
Yeah, when that feud finishes, like in January onwards. Because let's face it, this is gonna fucking drag out till the end of the year.
Yeah, he got his belt last night. Oh my god!
Fucking, did you hear the whips though? Fuck me,
Yeah.
Oh my god! But he was trying to get hold of the fucking bracelet. Fucking bracelet again. But no, decent match, Joe Hendry, and apparently he will be there this week as well. So we're getting Joe Hendry again on TV. We had a bit of wasn't anything special. It was just a grudge match. Ren Sinclair versus Gendo Gray. Charlie Dempsey came out to help Ren Sinclair because she was the newest member of the No Quarter Catch Club. I always forget what they're called. Tony D'Angelo did tell Charlie Dempsey that I'd give him a Heritage Cup match if Sinclair won, and obviously she did. So we're getting a Heritage Cup match. Charlie Dempsey versus Tony D'Angelo. Not wait for. Said no one ever. I hate him. And then the main event, NXT Tag Team Championships were on the line as Nathan Frazier and Erickson faced MSK with Trey Miguel. Shock, horror. Exum and Nathan Frazier won. They're going to lose the titles eventually. I think it's probably going to be
Chase U this week.
Yeah, they won't lose them to Chase U.
It's got Rich Holland.
They'll be. I know the team in my head. Like I reckon the system might get involved because there's been talk about bringing the system up. Not system. Potentially Josh Alexandra and Ethan Page.
Oh, the North.
See them. I'd love to see them tag team again in NXT and take them NXT tag team titles. Ethan Page is an NXT title. Then he'd be in top 10 list because he's a double champion, Ted. So, MSK, it was a good
First
great
Canadian
match.
double champion.
Yeah, well, top 7, top 5 even. Yeah, it was a great match as you'd expect from high flyers. It was absolute quality. But we got another shock turn. We had it at SummerSlam with Judgment Day. We've got it now. Wesley turned heel and attacked the MSK and said, you left me here on my own, and then just killed him.
Do you think Triple H and Shawn Michaels have had a bad week or bad 2 weeks? All the heel turns.
Breaking everything up.
Somebody's pissed them off.
Well, it started off with Imperium because Giovanni Vinci got attacked and has now only just started being seen on SmackDown, which we'll see in a minute. Judgment Day breaking up. They broke up. Who's next? Bloodline, Roman Reigns taking them all out. But no, it was good NXT. It's quality. NXT is great every week. There's always that one match in the middle where you think, but NXT is quality.
Yeah, it's sick.
SmackDown we did, like Ted did with Raw, and John did with Raw last week. I did SmackDown last week on Friday night. Struggled towards the end when Roman Reigns came out low. I perked up a little bit.
Something perks up.
See, I wasn't going to say anything then, but it did make me moist. So, advertised for the night were Roman Reigns returning to SmackDown since the weekly TV since the week before WrestleMania. LA Knight celebrating his US title win. Andre, don't know who Andre is. Andrade versus Santos and DIY versus Pretty Deadly. And then we also got A-Town Down versus the Street Profits that opened the show. Oh, sorry, it didn't. Cody Rhodes opened the show. Who was then followed out by Bloodline, was it? Yeah, Solo's music hit bom 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 bom. Just shut up, you weirdo. When Cody came out, was about to announce his next challenger for Bash in Berlin. Then Solo came out and said, "Well, technically Roman Reigns cheated me out the win, so I get another shot." And Cody was like, "You're just a shit fucking Roman. Walk away." He was flanked by Tama and Tonga, climbed on the ropes, and then Kevin Owens came out from nowhere with a chair. And it looked like they were about to attack him, and then they got down and walked away. And then as Kevin Owens was walking out the ring, Cody Rhodes turned around and went, "You're my next challenger." And Kevin Owens was like, "I don't deserve it. I've not won a match this year." And Cody was like, "Well, you're having it. You haven't got a choice." And Kevin's like, "No, I'm not." And then that was
Nah.
I'm not. After that ended, we had A-Town Down, A-Town Clown, as Tomo likes to call him. Shout out to Tomo, and I had one in a while. Made their entrance. Street Profits also came out. It was a good match, to be fair to them. It was a good tag team match, considering it's. I hate seeing Waller and Fairy tag teaming because I don't know, they're a heel tag team, and normally I don't mind it. Ford, just how long is it going to take for Ford to just go ahead and have this singles run?
Please give it me.
The crowd are so behind. To be fair, the crowd are behind both of them. The crowd love the Street Profits. It's just one of those where
I think
you break them
Dawkins
up,
needs a lengthy injury to Dawkins, and that'll be the trigger.
Yeah. I thought that. There's always, when tag teams like that happen, there's always an injury to someone, and then it works. If you're going to break them up, Dawkins is going to absolutely get lost. Look at Tucker and Otis.
Tucker!
Although Heavy Machinery was name dropped by Michael Cole this week. Just saying. Yeah, pretty much. B-Fab was ringside, but no one really cares about B-Fab. Let's be serious. Jade Cargo defeated Alba Fire.
Matt loved this.
That was that match. It lasted 2 minutes, mate. Shit. It was wank. Again, why we giving matches 2 minutes? I know Jade can't go for like 15, 20 minutes. I'm asking for 15, 20 minutes, but longer than 2 minutes, man. Come on. Blair showing up, attacked, tried to get involved, and then attacked Bianca, and then that brought out obviously Alador and Alba Fire attacked both Bianca and Jade, and then Naomi came out to make the save. Surprise, surprise. Which looks like we're going to get a 6-man tag, or 6-woman tag, sorry. I assume the genders. Next, Andrade and Santos. LA Knight came out to the ring first to celebrate winning the US title. The crowd were chanting, "You deserve it." Fucking does.
Yes, he does.
He obviously bragged about beating Logan Paul. Santos came out and kind of congratulated LA Knight, but LA Knight didn't give a shit. Got into the ring, and then Andrade came out. Good match between the two. Typical luchador match. Bleacher Report gave it a B+. I'd probably give it a B. I thought it was decent. Good match for them both. And Escobar beat Andrade, which I was surprised with. So we're going to get Escobar versus LA Knight for the US title. We had Pretty Deadly. Yes, boys!
Yes, boys!
Face DIY. You'd expect DIY beat Pretty Deadly. DIY won. What we all expected. And that ended the show. Okay, it wasn't. It didn't lift everything off. Oh no! Then we had Roman. Sorry, fucking hell. Forgot Roman at the end there. Then we had Solo come out. He called out Reigns with Tama and Tonga. However, Dick Fatu wasn't there.
He wasn't.
We'll tell you why in a minute. He wanted him to come down to the ring. Roman Reigns came out to the ring with aura, walked down, took out. He beat up Solo. And as he was picking up the, what do you call it? The
tribal chief thing?
The necklace.
Yeah.
He was then attacked by Tangaloa and Tama Tonga. Well, then he took them out as Solo ran away like a little bitch, like he is, and stood at the ramp going, now you want him. His music's not going, bam, 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 and it's going, oh, like Roman Reigns. And that was SmackDown. Ran over.
What's just happened there at the end? I feel like I were in a fever dream there right at the end.
It was a great show. It was it wasn't great. It was a good show for what it was.
It was all right. I think the Monday Night Raw set the expectations for SmackDown a little bit high.
I don't think it did. I think the only thing people were expecting, which was never a plan, was to have Jimmy come out. But that was never a plan to do anyway. So, but other than that, it's a 2-hour show and you're trying to fit about 5 different fucking feuds in one. Netflix, hurry up. Oh no, SmackDown's not going on Netflix. It fucked anyway. Anyway, sorry, mate. Raw.
It's for us.
It's still 2 hours.
Let's get free.
SmackDown's not getting 3 hours. SmackDown's staying on 2 hours.
SmackDown's
3 hours.
3 hours.
Yes, SmackDown's getting 3.
On Netflix, 3 hours.
What? And then on US TV, it's just 2?
No, 3 hours now as well.
Really? I've not seen that.
I swear I've seen that.
Yeah, it's in the pipe. I don't know if it's confirmed, but that's one of the things they want to do when they go to Netflix.
Oh, right. I was going to say, yeah, because it's not been announced, because that's what I keep moaning on, that it needs to be 3 hours. We all say Raw shouldn't be 3 hours. The 3 hours helps Raw if it's done right, because of the storylines involved.
That's the issue, though. It's if it's done right. So, like this, last night's 3 hours felt was a bit of a slog at points, where last week's 3 hours was great because it was bump all the way through. We had so much to look forward to by 6. Where this week's, I think the big highlight was the main event of the night. Obviously, you opened up with Judgment Day, the whole Judgment Day stuff, and Ted's going to go into it a bit more in a minute. But yeah, for me, 3 hours can be a struggle sometimes. And 2 hours, 2.5 hours might be just the nice sweet point.
But yeah, yeah. So now we're on to Monday Night Raw. So we had Mami opening the show. Had a back and forth with Liv and Dom until Priest sneaks up on Dom and Liv through the crowd, which Liv tried them running off and ran into Mami, and they were just absolutely beating each other up through the concessions, back down to the ring where Priest yanked Dom to hit him with the South of Heaven, and then Carlito jumped Priest to get their match started, which led to a break actually before that. So we had a decent opening promo. Then we had Priest versus Carlito. Good back and forth match. Priest won, which led to the Judgment Day trying to jump in on Priest again. It looked like they got the upper hand until Priest fought off Finn and went to chase Finn down. Priest went to go and super kick Finn, hit JD McDonough, and then JD got a South of Heaven for his trouble. Which then we led into a Wyatt 6 promo with Bo sat in front of a TV saying his life for you, and it was just running over that Bray was still there with them in spirit, and it literally just ended up with him repeating my life for you, his life for you, sorry. Which then led us into our second match of the night, Odyssey Jones versus Vincent Winey. Vincent was whining come the end because it was a squash match, which Odyssey Jones absolutely just launched him around for a while and got the pin. The Final Testament then came out to play put on Woods, not being happy at Odyssey Jones helping them out. Yeah, he did. Final Testicle.
The Final Testicle.
Yeah.
It did make me laugh.
It did make me chuckle as well. Which led to a 6-man tag being announced for next week's Raw with New Day and as Odyssey Jones versus the Final Testament, which then led us to a backstage segment with the Alpha Academy, with Ivy Nile coming up to Maxine offering a position back in the American Made. Maxine said, "These are my family, I'm not going nowhere," which then led us into the Texas Tornado tag match between the Alpha Academy and American Made. American Made won after a really good tag match. Cesaro looked really good in parts here. And then Ivy Nile attacked Maxine on the table, hitting her with the gun. See, no, it was in the match, wasn't it? Oh, no, it was.
No,
it was.
saying,
I was right.
No, I'm just saying. I was upset.
Yeah, Ivy turned on.
Don't hurt my Maxine.
Exactly. But yeah, so then Maxine's been betrayed again.
Why are you shaking your head?
You make your mind up.
Yeah, exactly. It's Liv or Maxine. Yeah, like
Liv, I don't need to.
Pick a lane.
Lana. Fucking decide.
Can I not like women wrestlers as a whole? Is this what the issue? Because I do. I like Bayley.
You're like a women wrestlers. It's fine.
I like Britt Baker. I think Britt Baker's very good. Anna Jay.
Carry on, Ted. He's trying to justify his king lifestyle.
So then we finally got the. So we had Io and Kairi. Sorry, Io and Kairi then cut a promo in Japanese and English, saying that they were going to beat the Zoe Starks and Shayna Baszler, the Pure Fusion Collective, which is their stable name, which
the Fod Squad.
It's terrible. Fod Squad is a lot better. I prefer that one.
I call them what I called them.
No, wait, sorry, mate. Go on.
Damage Control wins via DQ when Albert and Fire attack both sets of opponents, which I think we're setting up some fatal four-way for the belts. Bash and Berlin, I'm hoping, which I hope Damage Control regain the belts, but I think it'll be Shayna and Zoe Starks which will win. Damage.
I reckon a retain. I reckon a retain on that one.
Then this led to my favourite backstage segment of the whole show, I think, after this one, which was the Miz and R-Truth. R-Truth saying that he's got him an IC title match against Bron Breakker. The Miz looks at the screen behind him, and it's actually a match with Bronson Reed.
Big Bronson Reed.
Big Bronson Reed, yes. Which then led to Randy Orton coming across the screen having a chat with, hyping the Miz up, telling him he's going to win. Which then Truth turns out to Orton and goes, "Do you think he's going to win?" He goes, "Not a chance." And then starts walking towards the camera, doing the big long walk that they've started doing, which I do quite like. Which this led to the weirdest segment of the night for me. It was a back and forth between Gunter and Orton. Then Drew came out for absolutely no reason, and then Punk came out to batter Drew from there.
Yeah, Drew had a reason because it went to Adam Pearce.
Oh,
Didn't
he
it?
did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, sorry.
Because he said to Adam Pearce, "How's Randy got a title shot when he's only been screwed once, and that was 3 months ago, and I keep getting screwed."
Yeah, he did. Fair enough.
Well, you screwed yourself, Drew. You screwed yourself so many times.
Yeah, he
At
did.
WrestleMania, you could have just gone to the back and ignored everything, but you didn't. You stayed and got screwed with CM Punk. Clash at the Castle, fair dues. Although you did cash in on that match, so you kind of put yourself out there for that one. And what other one did he get screwed on?
Money in the Bank.
What happened at Money in the Bank? Was it his own fault?
Cashed in, didn't he?
He cashed in and then Punk stopped him again.
Oh, so it's Clash at the Castle is the other one that he got screwed on, wasn't it? Was that the one Punk got involved on?
Yeah, where he slid in at the end and you saw the trainer.
Yeah. So fair enough with that one. I'll hold my hands up on that one. But other than that, you have set yourself up for failure there, Drew. Anyway, carry on.
So so after all these shenanigans, then during that there's one thing I will just go back to. Punk got Drew's belt and absolutely slapped the piss out of him with it. He nailed
whipped him like he was his daddy.
Yeah, exactly. That was a really good Dusty Rhodes impression there, if that's what you were going for. It's but yeah, we just hitting at a strap match for Bash at Berlin between Drew and Punk. I think that's what we'll get.
That'll be good.
That will be a good match. Which then we got the match between The Miz and Bronson Reed.
Whoa. You missed an important part of that segment.
Oh, sorry, Punk tried to grab his bracelet back.
No.
Oh, no.
Orton and Gunther's back and forth, and obviously Gunther then made comments about these dad and granddads, and the voices started talking to Randy again.
I do feel like Gunther forgot some of the lines in that promo because it did go for a minute. It went for like 40 seconds where there was just nothing, and because Randy said something to Gunther as he turned his back to the crowd, and Gunther looked a bit clueless. I think he forgot some of his words, and then went, "Oh shit, that's what I'm supposed to say." Fair play because they worked it well with the crowd and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it was Cena, he would have gone, "It's a promo, kid. Learn your lines," like he did with Roman. But it was sick anyway. It was good. It was good promo.
And obviously, he got hit with the RKO, which he said last week, "You're never going to catch me unaware."
Yeah.
And Randy says he will, and he did.
And Randy went 2 + 2 = 4, and hit him with the RKO.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He did some
49.
quick maths. But yeah, sorry.
Ted's not good at that.
Absolutely right. I'm not. Then, like I say, we got the Miz with R-Truth versus Bronson Reed. Shock of the night. Bronson Reed absolutely slapped Miz around and tsunami'd him about 6 times. And then R-Truth then tried to help him out and caught 6 tsunamis, I think he hit. Come the end, potentially. I think it was 6. And absolutely killed R-Truth. Rest in peace, R-Truth. God bless. And in this match, there was an announcement for Bash at Berlin, which was Priest and Rhea Ripley versus Liv and Dom. Was officially announced for Bash at Berlin, which I can't wait for that match. There is going to be a load of shenanigans, but I can't wait for Dom.
Would it be a Judgment Day match without it, though?
Yeah, it's a fair point. Which, then, if I'm not wrong, guys, we led us straight into our main event, the 2 out of 3 falls match for the IC title, which was really, really good. The only thing I will moan about is the ads for this match. Pissed me off. So we had like 5 minutes of wrestling to 4 minutes of ads. I just can't wait for Netflix so we can get some just like without ads and we can just watch the show.
You know you're going to get ads. You do know you're going to get ads, don't you?
Well, not. It's not if you pay for the premium.
No, you'll get
like WWE like shop ads.
This is what's coming up.
And 24 hour specials and stuff.
You won't do when you've seen the Edge and Christian fucking this totally reeks of awesome. This promo like 8 times. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, fair.
That was fucking awful every time you got them during a fucking show.
But this was a really good match. Sammy won the first fall with a haluva kick. Braun won the second fall with a spear, and then Braun won the third fall with a jumping spear.
Yeah, no,
spear out midair.
Yeah,
like a spear out midair. After the match, after the show went off, Sammy and Braun showed some respect to each other, and as they knew they'd had a banger of a match. And yeah, that was Raw in a nutshell, guys.
Nice. Nice.
Cool.
Obviously, on Friday, we've got SmackDown Friday. Jump across to TikTok for Friday.
Me and John doing that one.
Me and Matthew doing a co-live for that one. I'm going to come down to keep Matt awake. That's all it is.
And Roman's back, so I'll be. Well, as soon as his music hits, I'll be alive.
Yeah. Hopefully, it hits a couple of times throughout the night.
Sure.
Like every half an hour.
Yeah, do you know what? I might just start playing it on my phone every half hour.
I just got
video. What? Yeah. Obviously, we'll cover the shows every week on the show. As we do. Yeah. But if you do want to see our actual live reactions to everything, head to the TikTok page. Like Ted said before, though, we don't know if it's going to be every week yet, just because it could be quite boring some weeks. Depends if we've got on, but if there's a big announcement, we'll be covering it. But yeah,
I'll talk about it later.
Oh, we'll probably. I think it's going. I think we're probably just going to do it every week now. Anyway,
I was going to say it's probably just best we do it every week. It's the way we build up the thing, you know.
Yeah.
And then it just becomes the norm for us anyway.
But it will be because we're working. It will be just them 2 shows. Foreseeable.
Unless I become absolutely getting on Twitch. Then I can do more because I won't be. I'll the main thing.
And obviously, if people are wondering why we don't cover AEW stuff on it as well, it's because on a Wednesday night we all work
Thursday morning.
Thursdays.
I work at 8:30.
Yeah, Ted's at 9. I'm at 11, but I get up, take Zoe to work in the morning as well. So it's a bit of a tough one, but we will have a rundown on the TikTok of Dynamite, whether it be Ted, myself, or Matt doing it. Will be a rundown on the Thursday of what happened at Dynamite. Right, well, that's the shows out of the way.
Jacob Fatu wasn't on SmackDown, I mentioned before. There's 2 reasons. One, obviously, he has got a niggling injury. It's nothing major. Doesn't need surgery. He's just resting it. The other thing is WWE keeping him off TV so he doesn't have any interaction with Roman Reigns yet. That is the final thing they want to do, which seems a bit weird considering Solo's the tribal chief. But they're keeping keeping Jacob away from Roman Reigns for another 2 weeks before they get the interaction with Jacob and Roman at Bash. Well, I'm guessing it's going to be Bash and Berlin on the SmackDown beforehand. But that's the reason Jacob Fatu wasn't on SmackDown. He's not going to be on SmackDown this week either.
I think him. So because they're building up Roman's return and him taking down everybody, he took that Solo, but Basher kicking the shit out of everybody, it will do damage to Jacob Fatu. Roman to do it right away on a random attack. I think we wait and see that in the ring. Good match.
I agree. That's what they're saving it for.
Because what they could do then is you could have a really good match between the 2 of them and have the other 3 get involved and end in a DQ. That doesn't harm Jacob.
Very true. Very true. Well, speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer noted that Jacob Fatu is currently being kept on TV as WWE aims to avoid a direct confrontation between him and Roman. The strategy is to preserve Fatu's unique appeal by not having him interact with Reigns, as Reigns matches often require opponents to sell for Roman. Meltzer stated that WWE plans to hold off the match between Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns until the timing is right. Meltzer added that it's all part of the plan. The current focus is Roman and Solo, with Fatu expected to be introduced into the mix later on. So, no Jacob Fatu for a couple of weeks. Orton has confirmed today that he's agreed a new deal with WWE. So Orton is staying with WWE, which we all expected him to stay. We didn't expect him to go anywhere.
It's a lie for that one.
Yeah, he's one of those, isn't he? There's something else I wanted to. Something just popped up here saying Chad Gable addresses his death at the hands of the Wyatt Sick. So let's have a look at this. Well, speaking in an interview with Chris Van Vliet.
Chris Van Vliet.
Yeah, whatever his name is. Chad Gable talked about being attacked by the White Six. He said the fans' reaction was huge, with many people thinking that he was really hurt. Gable shared that he went into church the next Sunday and a young fan asked him about his head injury. Gable explained he got treated and the wound was fixed. The kids' interest showed just how much the storyline affected the audience. He said, yeah, that was quite a night. Out of everything I've done over the past couple of years, the response to that was so out of this world. It was insane. People thought I was dead. I can't tell you the amount of people that actually thought something had happened to me. I went to church that Sunday, ran into a little kid who was watching. I was kind of hiding my head from him, and he was like making his way around to me to get a look at my head. And he's like, "Where did it go, the wound?" Well, I mean, I got it fixed, bud. I went to the hospital. It was bad. And he's like, "What did they do to you?" And I'm like, "You'll have to tune in tomorrow." And they were really into it. It was really interesting. He also goes on to talk about Alpha Academy going forward and his what I'm thinking of the word. His likeness to Kurt Angle, and everyone compares the comparisons to Kurt Angle that he has. It's a good interview, so go and watch it.
His interviews are generally really good, in all honesty.
Yeah, they are. To be fair, I really like him. I do watch him. So I've got a question. I saw it and I thought it'd be worth asking you two. Bleacher Report, I've done a list of 10 WWE and AEW stars that are likely to jump ship to the other company sooner rather than later. So I just wanted to go through, we're not into great detail because obviously we've still got top 5 to do, but get your thoughts on each one that says. You okay with that?
Yeah, it's cool.
Cool. There's not much news really, so that's why I thought we'll just do this bit.
Well, before we dive into that, I'm going to drop a bombshell. I told you about this the other day. I've got something nice to say about Mr. Phil.
Oh, yes, he has. Sorry, he said this at
Pepsi
Feature Shot the other day. The floor is yours, my friend.
Right. So, as I have spoken quite openly about my issues with anxiety in this podcast, and Mr. Pepsi Phil, Mr. Phil Brooks, see him spunk himself, actually did something nice for somebody that was struggling with an anxiety before a major match at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe he's been working with the guys backstage and obviously NXT and stuff like that. But this one is, it's going to hurt to admit it, but he actually has done something nice instead of being a dickhead. He helped a certain Rhea Ripley who was having issues with anxiety on her return match. He calmed her down and told her that she just needs to remember how good she is and how love she is out there, and she's going to be okay. And look, anybody that's going to support somebody with when they're having anxiety or any issues like that, that's good in my books, but he's still a wanker.
Had to get that in.
Yeah. But no, when I read that the other day, for him to help, for all the stuff that is said about him and the stuff backstage with Jack Perry, the Elite, past WWE, when he was at WWE and his ego and stuff like that, for him to be showing that he can let that slide to support other superstars, I'm all right with that. He's winning brownie points.
I think, and this ain't a dig at AEW, Tony Khan. Well, kind of a dig at Tony Khan because I hate him, but it's the environment. So you look at WWE, and loads of superstars have said it, and they said that the environment's so much better without a certain somebody in charge.
Yeah,
and he knows he won't get away with the shit that he did within AEW with WWE because of the global juggernaut it is and the people that are in charge. You mess up once, and it's like you've fucking seen a bit.
Yeah. So this is the cynical side of me, and this is nothing to do with my dislike for him. This is what I'd think about anybody that had history like that. Is he doing this to try and win people over that don't actually like him within the business? So people that genuinely have an issue with him. So I use Seth Rollins for example because it's well publicized. Seth has called him a cancerous virus on video. Is he doing this? In my head, is he doing this to try and put himself in a good light elsewhere? Look, someone who has had, well, it's worked. Someone that has nothing good to say about him week in, week out is actually saying something good about him. It's that there, and I also think you're absolutely right. He's in a company now that are not going to stand for no bullshit.
It's not run by someone that is just trying to do everything himself.
Absolutely, but I also think the locker room, the locker room are not going to stand for that bullshit. There's too many people who'll just take his head off without him even realizing. The big dog returned this week. I wouldn't like to see it take a dig from him. I mean, I can't see him trying to choke out Drew McIntyre in real life.
Drew will slap him around.
He'd have to get a stepladder to do it, but
You know
what I mean? There's too many. Like even go to like Otis. Him try to push Otis around, he'd get slapped.
Odyssey Jones.
I mean, there's too many people. But then I think as well, he's returned back there, and in AEW, he was the biggest name in the roster, barring Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. That was the top four. Obviously, Bryan Danielson came in as well. They were the big fish in that pond. He is not the big fish in the WWE pond.
No, he's not. I said that to you when he signed as well. He's not.
Yeah. He is a minnow in that pond, and he has come back and probably had a culture shock that, let's be honest, he disappeared at WWE TV next week. It ain't going to be missed. No. It isn't going to have an effect. Where when he came from AEW, it had an effect.
Yeah, I agree.
I think his attitude, but look, I can have an opinion on the outside the ring. A certain Canadian wrestler, I will sing his praises in the ring, but I won't talk about his out ring lifestyle. If he's doing good things like that, I'll sing his praises for that, but I'd still hate him.
Yeah, no, I agree. So we'll start off with this list. We're gonna go dead quick. Wardlow. Do we AEW to WWE? Will it happen this year or sooner rather than later?
It will happen soon.
Yeah, it'll happen soon.
He needs it.
Yeah,
but he can't ruin him.
Now they put one on here, and we all know what's happening after AJ Styles retires. But he's put AJ Styles, but we all know what's happening. He's already said. AJ's already come out and said what he's doing when he retires.
I do think though there could be a little bit, maybe a little last payday sort of one match with Kenny Omega, better work with the Young Bucks just because of their history.
From what Triple H is apparently, this is what Sean Ross said a couple of months ago, is that AJ has received an offer from WWE once he retires to work backstage after he's took some time off with his family, which he's apparently verbally agreed with to do backstage thing, which would be cool.
He could take that time. Well, before he takes that time off, he could just do a little, literally like 6-month run, just to tick off.
But then will WWE take him back?
Yeah.
It'll be something he'll speak to him. I reckon it'll be something he'll have a chat with. He'll be like, "Look, I've got a couple of matches I want to tick off my list. Kenny Omega, Okada again.
Yeah.
Let me go do these. Let me have my time with family, and then I'm yours again." And then I think they'll be happy with that. You got to respect if somebody wants to do that of his status, then you're going to let him do what he wants and then bring him back.
Yeah, for sure.
Miro, AEW to WWE.
I don't think WWE need him.
I don't.
Miro has only had 7 matches in the past 3 years in AEW.
You can see Miro doing a independent circuit run.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, maybe it's TNA.
It doesn't. Well, you try and fit him in WWE right now. It doesn't need.
I agree. I don't want him in WWE. Personally, I don't see him fitting in anywhere.
He can't get over in AEW. It's even with Tony Khan's booking him.
You mean if he leaves WWE, he won't get over in another company? Weird, that, innit?
I think he needs to go and do an independent run and discover what he is. The Bulgarian, it worked for a small point in WWE, and then now the Redeemer in AEW is just pants. So,
it's not like I said this when he left, but Sami Zayn. WWE to AEW?
Nah.
I don't think so.
Unless there's some sort of mass breakdown in his relationship with Triple H, then no.
Lucha Brothers, we already know.
Yeah.
They're going to WWE.
Straight to the main roster, though. They've got to go straight to the main roster.
Yeah, I think that'll be the plan for them. Giovanni Vinci, WWE to AEW.
No.
Don't really care.
Anna Jay, AEW to WWE.
Would do a job in WWE.
I don't think so anytime soon. And I don't. That's the one. I think because of Jack Perry.
Yeah.
She's in relation with Jack Perry.
So the next one, we found out the other day that he's still not signed a new contract and apparently doesn't want to. Daniel Garcia.
Could do a job, but needs some work.
I think back at Independence for a little while, maybe before that.
I think he'll just go straight to NXT and see what Ethan Page has done.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't think he's got the prestige.
No, I don't. But he could build it up in NXT. Look at Lexus King. He's doing nothing, but he's slowly, he's on TV every week doing something.
The issue, I think, with him and AEW is the gimmick they've given.
Yeah,
the whole dancing. They've dropped the gimmick and align him with that Bryan Danielson that he really wants to do. Have him align with Bryan Danielson for a bit. Let him learn under that. Then I think that'll make him happy.
Yeah.
He should have been in the Blackpool Combat Club all day.
Yeah, I think that's where it was meant going, and obviously they chose Wheeler, didn't they?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
I can see it.
Maybe in NJPW. Yeah.
No, I can see an AEW run. I can see an AEW run.
I can't.
Both.
Just with Triple H and his relationship with Triple H. That's the only thing that's probably keeping him there, and the money.
Yeah, no.
Apparently, he's come out on record and he's very happy doing what he's doing because of the money he collects.
Well, what I'm saying is, if he did, for whatever reason, take
of course,
decide to go, I can see an AEW run going.
Yeah.
A very, very successful AEW run, I reckon, as well.
Yeah, same.
Red Velvet.
Nah, not got put. Maybe in NXT.
Not in NXT.
Maybe.
Don't. She's one of them. I wouldn't miss her either way, and I don't think it should benefit. I don't think WWE would benefit from having her. I think WWE's NXT talent for women are far better than she is.
Yeah, I agree.
Mia Yim.
It's the Keith Lee factor, that isn't it?
I think she's WWE for life now.
Yeah, I think because she's been released and come back. I think the only thing could potentially sway it is if Keith Lee returns to the ring full time.
He is Ted's top 10. In top 10 wrestlers of NXT time, yeah. And we already know this one because it's going to happen. Ricky Starks.
Yeah, to W all the way.
Yeah.
End of September, his contract's up.
He's Cody's boy.
Cody's boy. I don't know how the gimmick's going to work, though. I said this on the stream a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it'll be good on NXT, that gimmick.
Yeah, but it's the LA Knight gimmick. So is he going to repackage before he goes to the main roster when he does eventually go up if LA Knight's still there? It is the same gimmick.
LA Knight's gimmick?
It's the same gimmick, barring the year. They both want to be Dwayne Johnson, the Rock from the Attitude Era. They both have the gimmick. It's almost, for me, it's the same. It's the egotistic and the best there is. It's
very Ethan Page, in all honesty. It's that sort of character.
Now you've mentioned the Ethan Page, where Ethan is on all ego. The Ricky Starks.
Oh, really? It doesn't belong anywhere, and we'll just put him in TNA.
I think TNA would be great for him. I think Ricky Starks will need a repackage, which I think will slow Ricky Starks down.
But he wouldn't kill him off for me.
I don't know. It depends how well he can do it, a repackage. Sometimes that's what kills a wrestler. It's when they've been doing a gimmick for so long.
I think that's the good thing with NXT, though. Like when you go into NXT, and well, because let's take Ethan Page for example, right? That gimmick he had, or he's got still, to do the all ego thing, didn't get over in NXT straight away at all.
No.
The crowd were dead. And even in his first in the title match at Battleground, when he came out, the crowd were dead, and the crowd didn't pick up till he won the title.
But is that your
time.
thing that you say all the time? Is that
Yeah.
they're so
So what I'm
some of
saying
the
is,
WWE fans
if
is they
Ricky
don't look
starts-
outside.
That's what I'm saying. So if Ricky starts, comes into WWE and completely comes into NXT and has a new character change, if that character change he works on NXT for at least a year, I'd give him a year, at least like 8 months, to get it over in NXT, get to the main event and be the heel against Ricky, or whether you want to put him heel or face, whatever you do, whether you want to put him against Trick Williams, the best way to get over is beat Trick Williams.
Yeah.
Well, let me throw spanner in the works here. Now NXT would be the right move for him if he's going to jump.
Definitely.
But what if Cody pulls a favor?
Then he'll get over with Cody.
Well, I'm saying that's if they're aligning with him. But what if Cody's pulling a favor and he's come straight to the main roster? It shouldn't be. It shouldn't.
I don't think he would. I don't think it hurts him to be with Cody. Cody's the biggest baby face and biggest face in the company.
It's just how you squeeze him in. I don't see how you squeeze Cody into any sort of tag team group.
Well, you could do the Nightmare Family.
Orton's gone. I know he's coming back over to SmackDown because he's going to lose to Gunther, let's face it. But Orton will turn heel. Kevin Owens, this thing with Kevin Owens saying, I don't want a title shot, is the way I'm looking at it is Kevin Owens don't want to face Cody because Kevin Owens knows when he turns that side on, he will hurt Cody Rhodes.
I'm looking
so then Cody's down to having no friends at the moment. So then who does he turn to?
So let me throw a spanner in the not spanner away, but let's think of this way, right? So Orton's just jumped to Raw.
Orton's won the world title, yeah. Should have Gunther's come over.
No, even if he doesn't, he's on Raw, safe for now.
All right, so it's just okay.
Yeah, he's over in Raw. And Kev Owens has his match, but then he can't be there because he can't be friends with Cody and be that. So he makes a jump to Raw. That opens up that 3-2 spaces to bring Sami Zayn and Jay back to SmackDown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To line up. Is that the way they're going to work that jump?
Possibly. But Orton's going back to SmackDown.
Because if everything plays out the way it's looking like it's going to play out, we're going to get tag team titles and Jimmy and Jay. Are we going to get them on SmackDown? Then it makes relevance for them to do that, take the tag team titles from the Bloodline.
See, this is what I was saying with the Bloodline thing. It goes on for a while. So I said it the other week. Because if Jay and Sammy are going to win the tag titles, because I'd put them on it's fucking gold and it's money.
Who's got them on Raw?
Finn and JD. Judgment Day.
See, it makes sense.
Have Priest and Rhea to cost them the title.
Yeah. You can do it that way, or it makes sense to jump them to SmackDown and take them, and then it doesn't. It keeps Judgment Day with a bit of gold around the waist.
But then you take it. But then what you're doing? Oh yeah, because with the Bloodline. Yeah, there's the one way of doing it. You could do it that way. Fair play. But if not, they take him from the Judgment Day. You keep him on Raw for a while, and you're still getting Jimmy Hikuleo when he comes up with Roman. There's still 2 men down for a War Games match at War Games. They make the call, then they do the switch. By then they've lost the tag titles, and they're coming over to SmackDown, and then do it that way.
Or do we get obviously build up for them?
Cody's going to do the Orton thing after this.
Yeah. Or do we get the build up of them two? Obviously, they can't start tagging go straight for a title, so they get a few matches under the belt and start building the rank and win a number 1 contenders match. And then the Bloodline cost them the titles. That then triggers them to jump across the attack the Bloodline.
No, I think they'll win the titles in the first match. It's Sammy and Jay. I don't think you need to build them up. For a number 1 contenders match. Because Jay could use the thing, well, I'm due a rematch for the tag titles because I never got them with Cody. But instead of Cody, I've now got Jay. Now I've got Sammy. Yeah, Sammy never got his rematch when he lost to Kevin Owens to Judgment Day.
Yeah, well, it was mentioned this week when there was the no rematch clause that got written off a long time ago. So there's no automatic rematches now.
I think that they don't need to build it up to anything. I think they'll just do it, and the crowd will love it because one Judgment Day, the biggest heels on Raw at the moment, next to Gunther. loses the tag titles because of Priest and Rhea, which carries on building that story. And then you've got the new tag titles with them. They'll face Creed brothers. They'll face whoever they do. And then once they lose the tag titles because of the Bloodline, then they'll jump over to the Bloodline to take them tag titles off the Bloodline.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd do anyway.
Mentioning Judgment Day, there was an article this week, and I meant to send it to you, and obviously as a topic for today. Rhea Ripley has come out this week and said that she wants to win the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
No.
Now, I'm down for that. I've been calling for that. Matt, you know as well, I've been calling for Rhea Ripley to get in the ring with the men for so long. I want to see her and Solo go at it when there was the Judgment Day Bloodline thing, and her and Solo always seem to butt heads. Spitballing. Could we see the Terror Twins as tag team champions?
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't say no to it because it's
I
never
do.
been done before.
No, it'd be so good because they work so well together.
That'd be sick, actually.
Keeps the motion of that group, them two as a pair, keeps the motion going forward. It puts gold around both the way, so then we don't have to rush Liv losing the title to Rhea.
Yeah,
and then Damien has still got some sort of prestige about him because it's going to be a little while now before he gets maybe another title shot. So, do the Judgment Day lose to the Terror Twins? I'm down for it.
I'm down for it. I love that idea. Now, thinking about it and you saying it, I absolutely fucking love that. That's a mid idea.
Dom, for some reasons, fucks up and costs them the match.
I don't even think he does. I just don't. I think that the stipulation that Adam Pearce puts in is Judgment Day doesn't get involved. Judgment Day get involved, they immediately lose the titles.
Put it in a cage because every week,
something like that. Yeah.
The reason that's made me think about it in the last 2 weeks, when Finn has come out, the one man that keeps getting involved and getting absolutely beat down by both of them is his tag team partner, JD.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love that idea. That's meant.
Could Trips take his revolutionary look to putting women or woman back in the ring with the men?
Never been done before.
China, last woman.
No, but I mean tag titles wise, Jacqueline's won the cruiserweight title. She beat Chavo Guerrero for it in 2004.
Did China not win it with Eddie?
The tag titles?
No.
But yeah, there you go.
I'd love that though. That'd be sick.
That's it. You get your merch on, then Terror Twins as tag team champions. You merch out. It's gonna work, and it builds up the storyline. Then
JD takes the pinfall as well from Rhea.
Yeah, extend it. Doesn't hurt Finn.
Yeah, and taking a pinfall from Rhea for JD isn't going to do anything. It's not going to hurt JD because you can't hurt him anymore.
No, but I tell you what though, it'll build up and it'll help build JD and Finn as a tag team up a bit more if they start doing it a bit more. Agreed. So even if you like Jimmy and Jay and Sammy have a match, the Judgment Day get involved and the matches are no contest and all that crap, and then it's the Terror Twins. Yeah. But I'm down for her to wrestle. I'm calling it. I still want to see Solo Sikoa and Rhea Ripley go at it.
I do Rhea Ripley kick his ass.
Yeah. I mean, there's imagine Rhea Ripley and that who's in Intercontinental Champion right now, Braun Breaker. He ain't taking that.
No.
I'd like to watch it, but
no.
That's why I said no. If it was someone else holding the IC belt, I'd be well up for that.
It depends who it is.
Yeah.
Depends how long he's around his waist, though, because obviously we're going to have a bit of a run with him, but I can see obviously him dropping it, and if it's somebody other than him.
I think he'll go on till probably about December.
Yeah, same.
I think he'll have a long run with it because they put so much into him. And I don't think there's anyone ready. Probably Bronson Reed after this big run, but he's a heel, so you'd have to throw a babyface in there to do a triple threat. Because once Bronson Reed's finished on this run, then Bronson Reed will be ready to at least face someone for it. You could put Sheamus in it. You could put the three of them together with them two with Sheamus and have a triple threat at like Survivor Series or something.
Throw if you're doing Sheamus, Pete Dunne, throw Pete Dunne in and make it a fatal 4-way.
Fatal 4-way, yeah.
Yeah.
three heels against one babyface. Who wins? Like, you know what I mean? That'd be meant that. We should just put the shows. Anyway, top 5.